Hi, Collective. Welcome back to the DGC. It is your Divine Goddess, Devi. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the Divine Goddess Connection. Let's jump right into these divine intuitive messages. And as you can hear in my background, it is an emergency, Collective. What we have here on the bottom of the deck is unexpected blessings, baby. It's going to be an event to celebrate something for you all, Collective. Something good and amazing is coming your way. So get ready. But let's get this layout here for this unexpected blessing reading. It says surprise brings joy and abundance. It's gonna make you nervous, Collective. Surprise brings joy and abundance, positive outcomes, feels grateful, filled with surprise and appreciation. First card out, amazing energy. Next card, bad investments. Next card, message in the stars, rise. Playing hard to get. Unexpected compliment. Hellboy. And end of the road. All right, Collective. What a layout. What a layout. So let me take a look at this real quickly. Okay. So I can clearly see there was something that you all put time, money, effort, and energy into. And it could have went up in smoke, like literally. It could have, eaten up all of your resources, your cash, your finances. Something went out of sync or off balance. It says losing money, resources, or time to poor decisions, not thinking things through and wasting time. Right after it says message in the stars, feeling connected to the universe through astrology, see signs all around you. So this is letting me know this has already happened, Collective. This is past tense energy. Okay? There is an unexpected blessing after this situation, which is about to make you rise to the top. Okay? Your star power is about to accelerate. You're about to rise from the ashes. This could have also been a bad relationship that you all invested in that went up in smoke. You put a lot of money into it. Someone could have really ran through your resources or money, or really just, took you for a fool in some type of way. You trusted them, and they had access to money of yours, and they didn't do the right thing with it. As well, you could have had partners, peers, business associates that you went in on a contract or a deal with, and this contract was a flop. Okay, it did not flourish, it did not produce, it did not have a return on the investment that was made. And I can clearly see people here in the crowd. I can see that there was some setup energy and some plots as well that went on at some point with some type of money that was lost for you, Collective. People cheered it on and they watched it burn. They watched it. They could have had plots, hands in the pot type of energy, playing hard to get. You've turned your back on these people, pretends to be less interested, tries to have the upper hand in control, mind games, coy, and acting. This is what someone or people did, whether it was a relationship or a business, okay? Or either if it was a family, close social circles with friends, you spent a lot of money, on these people, okay? Maybe you all could be a star in entertainer in entertainment, some type of talent, some type of public figure, public status, and everybody wanted, to get a piece of you. Everybody wanted you to pay for this and pay for that. They really could have, just taken advantage of you in many situations. There could be contracts, money owed to you, and, it's just like burning it all down like you didn't get any of it. So there's about to be a message. You're about to rise in some type of way, Collective. And unless you already have. You could have already done this, but it's unexpected blessings that are coming with it. So if you've already done this, expect blessings. If you haven't, expect both. Positive remarks that catch you off guard, spontaneous, coming from unseen, unforeseen source. I respect you, is what someone is saying. This is someone who could have ran conflict, competition, drama with you. And they're looking back and they're saying they respect you. They're crying tears, but their tears are not clear. It's like it's filled with blood or something. I don't even know. Hellboy, toxic lover, can't resist even if it's not good for you. Bad boy or girl, irresistible, bad, guilty pleasure. These were some of the people that could have been around you, collective. Your heart's right here on your back. You're leaving that behind. It's like you're dropping that. End of the road. Relationships are coming to an avoidable end. Nowhere else to go. It ends here. Nothing left. It's the end of the road for a lot of people. Okay? Some people regret how they treated you. They were down with each other. They were in cahoots together. Planning this. But collective, you're about to rise up out of that. And you know what the crazy thing is? Even though you have ended a lot of things with people, right here with unexpected compliment, these people like everything that you have become with Rise. They like it. They're attracted to it, collective, in some strange, odd, taboo attraction way. Attracted to something or someone who is off limits, forbidden love, exciting and dangerous. Risky love. Exciting but dangerous. Risky love. Unresolved drama. People tried to poke holes in your boat. They wanted you to sink. Okay? These were sharks. Questions remain unanswered, undecided, mutual confusion, emotions beneath the surface. There were a lot of people who had a hand in whatever this was that occurred in your life, a collective. It could have been devastating. It was a bad investment. But you're about to have an unexpected blessing that is about to drop in your life. A celebration. This is going to be big. It's going to release you from anything that was holding you down that occurred here. These people couldn't be trusted. They wanted to get in your head, and now you're in theirs. This is explosive energy here. These people are angry. They're upset. You were never supposed to get here to this rise energy. They were sure when whatever they did to circle you and, make you feel comfortable to do whatever you did with your finances or get into a relationship that was just completely toxic and filled with drama, chaos, karma, endings, losses. You turn your back. We have shared vision, mirrored soul, unexpected compliment, accidental confession, the mask slips. You have a shared vision with new people in your life, collective. You are the divine collective, okay? People feel you playing hard to get right now. You see the money in your eyes, right? Your vision is refocused. You're back on track. A lot of people are loving what you're doing. Whatever product, service, whoever you are, if you're in the public eye, public spotlight, you could have a public platform. Partnering with others who share your dreams, sense of alignment, working together, shared purpose, connecting with someone who reflects your true self, seeing you in someone else. This is where you are right now, collective. This is what's beneath the surface here of this. Someone is going straight to the big house. They've gotten themselves in a lot of trouble. Their life looks very, very smoky right now. They could even be in legal battles, having to be on the witness stand in a court of law. They're going to have to tell on themselves. This is someone who strategized a lot of demonic activity. You see the fire right here. This is the person who did this. They did this. This is somebody who knew exactly what was going on, what was happening, and they smiled, along with the people down there at the bottom that cheered. You understand, collective? This was devious. This was malicious. Hateful, even. There were people within the group that really didn't want to do it that way, but they're a part of this circle. Look, they got horns. You know what I'm saying? They all down there together. And it's the end of the road for all of them in your world, collective. You turn your back right here, playing hard to get. People's masks are slipping and they slipped. That's why it's the end of the road for these people right here. A lot of these people deal with generational karma right here. There's nothing in those trees, collective. Okay? The roots of these people go back far. Their families. This is deep for them. They're producing nothing on those trees. There's nothing fruitful here. Behaviors, experiences, and unresolved issues being passed down through family lines, affecting descendants. This is what they leave each other. This is their legacy. This is what they do to one another. Late apologies. Romantic rival. Fake compliments. Out of sync. Jealous colleagues. People pleaser. You're not a people pleaser. People wanted you to be. And there were times when you wore a mask and you knew what people wanted you to be, and you had to take that off, collective, and you took it off. That's why there's unexpected blessings. You had to see through the lies, the games, the manipulation, the strategies, okay? The false smiles, the false compliments. It says trying to make everyone happy is leaving you drained, unable to say no, a doormat, a sucker. That's what people wanted you to be. Now people are coming around and they feel like, it's unresolved drama. Late apologies. It's too late. The time has passed to ask for forgiveness. Insincere apology. The damage has been done. You have romantic rivals. Someone who wants your boo, willing to fight to get what they want, doesn't care about status. Okay? These people right here with generational karma, that's all their ancestors left them. I'm sorry, right here on this tombstone. And so they pass it down and they grow up, and that's what they do. They fight over broken energy, broken hearts, toxic environments. They wanted you to be in that. They wanted to get in your head so that you would join, the turmoil, join the chaos, join the drama. There was a particular masculine or feminine energy that wanted you to fight over them with someone else. Okay? Right now, they could be going through it with that person, and they better be careful because this person does not have good intentions for them. These are karmic people. Their roots go deep, collective. They give fake compliments. Right now, you're in a positive, good energy with unexpected blessings and rise in the stars. After this, they thought you'd never come back. They thought the chunk or the bite they took out of your boat or out of your life, out of your business, out of your world, out of the relationship when they were with you, they thought, that it was going to take you out the game, put you out forever, collective. Okay? Right now, these people are out of sync with who they're with, and they were out of sync with you, collective. You had a lot of jealous colleagues around you. It says feeling disconnected from loved ones, not aligned or coordinated, lack of timing or harmony. Project sabotage. Do you hear that? Gang mentality, undermining success, claiming credit, human resource reporting. Okay? You're not a people pleaser, so people don't like that. Maybe you're somebody who tells the truth about things, and you told on someone. Maybe you outed someone. Yeah. And they don't like that. Someone is avidly keeping an eye on you. People are stalking you here, watching your social media platforms and pages. Okay? People's masks slipped. So when their mask came off, you was like, what am I pretending for? Everybody's mask came down and people, really saw who people really were. And it was quite eye-opening, collective. It was quite eye-opening. That's why it's the end of the road right here. Okay? What's coming up here, Spirit? Pop culture influence allows pop culture to dictate or influence reality, creates a distorted view or perception of how the real world operates right here. Okay? You could be an influencer. You could be in the public eye. You could be seen. Okay? Maybe people wanted you to use your money to invest in, plans, ideas, and projects and things that they had, and it used a lot of your resources. Period. It's a word I'm looking for, collective. I've been looking for it this whole reading. There's a word that's right on the tip of my tongue. It will come. But yes, collective, some of you even had relatives. I see here. You are a star. You're an entertainer. Okay, you're well known. You're seen. You could have a public platform in some type of way. An actor, a singer, entertainer. Um, you could be just rich from business investments. You know, you're just well known. You're an influencer, a socialite in some type of way, a philanthropist, something like that. And these people really ran through. Ran through a lot of your money, and you're not having it no more. A lot of these people watched you, you know, right here with this television. They watched you somehow rise to the top. And when you got that money, they wanted to come in and take a bite out of it, collective. They watch you. Look, unwanted attention. Wow. They watch you. Damn. Being put on the spotlight in an uncomfortable way. Harassment, scrutiny, invasion of personal space. Unfair expectations. They wanted you to compete, collective. They wanted you to compete. You moved toward the light and towards peace. That's where this card went right up into. You ran with the quickness. Okay? It says demanding too much from you, making you live their dreams, carrying heavy burden or pressure. There are parents out here who really, you know, they pushed their children, they stood behind them, you know, you collective even took them to practice, took you to practice, took you here, took you there. Yes, they could have invested, you know, in you, collective. But then they wanted to take credit for everything that you were. They wanted to manage everything that you obtained. They wanted to use it like they made it. And you're like, wait a minute, I matter here. I'm the one out here dancing. I'm the one out here singing. I'm the one out here performing or making the product or making the blueprint or the plans. You're the one with the spark of creativity, collective. That is amazing. Financial freedom. That is one of the unexpected blessings or the unexpected blessing coming your way. You're gaining control over your finances, living comfortably without constant worry. There's a sudden burst of inspiration, fresh idea, unexpected spark, new possibilities, innovative, ingenious. 1717. Blinking. Oh, people are pointing fingers now, collective. Somebody's found themselves in some hot water. Okay? Somebody could even be on the witness stand, like I said. They found themselves wrapped up with a bunch of mask-wearing people. And now it's the end of the road, you know, and it's hot over there, baby. Okay? But this is somebody who enjoyed the ride. These are people who like this kind of drama. They thrive in this, collective. You know, a lot of people are blaming each other like, hey, you were supposed to take the collective. They were never supposed to rise. They were never supposed to come back for what we did. But Spirit is giving you the green light. Spirit is like, go. You're on go, collective. Lucky break coming your way. Sneaky plans. That's for everything they did, collective. Playing the field for every last thing they did, collective. Financially, relationship-wise, ignored the red flags. Not anymore, collective. You found out you was out of sync with that. Okay? For a long time, it says refusing to see the truth. Makes up excuses. Blinded by love. Wears rose-colored glasses. Not anymore, collective. Not anymore. All right? You see non-committal people who keep their options open, you know, who desire a lot of fun and variety and freedom and exploring their choices in other places, collective, with sneaky plans. Making plans behind your back. Surprises can't see coming. Keeping quiet about their next moves. You know? A lot of people really had their hands in the pot, collective, for something that happened to you, you know, that could have threw things off kilter, you know? Right. Sniper bullet. That was intentional, collective, what somebody did. Minding your own business when someone puts your name in their mouth. Shade coming in. Shade coming in. That's what people did. They intended to inflict a wound that you couldn't come back from. And this ricochet, this went back to a lot of people. Return to sender. Return to sender. You're getting to go. People are still attracted to you, collective. This one says sexual attraction, though. Okay, people do have the hots for you, collective. There are taboo attractions out here. You're getting the green light now. There's unexpected blessings. There's a rise for you. There's a win. There's a victory. There's a spiritual revolution. Okay? You won't be revolving around toxic situations any longer. There's a revolution. You're going against that and you're evolving. There's an evolution as well. Significant transformation in beliefs, vision, or consciousness on individual or societal level. Societal level. All right? You have the candy shop collective. Spirit says go in and pick what you want. It's your world, you know? And as well, I do understand that a lot of people were in the candy shop doing way too much with romantic rival. People wanted you to fight over them. There was someone in particular that wanted you to fight with someone else over their heart, over them. It says so much to choose from, but unsure of what you want. Everything looks good. Look, a lot of emotional betrayal was out there, collective. People you were close to. The truth was not told. It was a lot of hidden lies, frozen energy, broken hearts, beat up hearts, having emotional feelings for someone when you're with someone else, feelings for another. You see this, collective? You see how cracked up and beat up those hearts are? See how cracked up and beat up it is? People wanted you to fight over that, and it was a bunch of lies, frozen energy. This is dark. People think hell is hot. Hell is so cold it's hot, baby. It's so cold it's hot. Okay? I told y'all, when them spirits come through sometime, keep your place warm. Keep your place warm, collective. Your well is about to be overflowing. A lot of people are dodging questions, acting like they didn't have anything to do with blame game, anything to do with what went on with sabotaging you at work or in some type of endeavor. You know, there could have been contracts on the table. You could have signed some type of contract and the contract went left. You know, it was an investment that just didn't go anywhere. All right? Like I said, family could have ran to you, asked you, you know, for money. Hey, I want to open up a business here. I want to open up a chain there. They want to open up things. And you put the money into it and the business went belly up, you know. You could have had a partner. Like I said, you could have had savings, you know. You could have had property, okay, stocks, bonds, any of these things, investments. And this person took over. You know, this person could have wanted to manage you if you was an entertainer or a star, 222 on the clock, okay? And they wanted to come through and they just wound up messing up a lot of money. Burning through, messing up a lot of money, spending your money like it was theirs while you were busy making it, okay? Some people, like I said, came through like romantic partners, you know? How do they say? Sweetheart swindlers and stuff like that, getting involved with you just so they can get a piece of the pie or get a piece of the bag. Right here, like I said, with these three people, we have a lot of people in the background, relatives, family, parents possibly, that could have pushed or aided and helped in your rise, you know, to get to where you are, to the makings of who you are, right? And they feel they should be right there to go in your candy shop and grab anything they want. Take anything they want. That's why they make sneaky plans behind your back. Some people give a lot of fake compliments. They want to gain something in return with an earshot, want specific favor, inauthentic compliments. Okay? You disconnected from these people, and rightfully so, collective. Rightfully so. You have effortless attraction in your life. Effortless. You are a rising star right now, collective. You're coming back from something that was a bad investment here. There's an unexpected blessing on the table for you. And there's a rising that people can't stop. Look toward the stars. There's messages in the stars for you, collective. Don't forget to dream. Don't forget to believe in your dreams. Okay? No more staying in situations that are not beneficial to you. Okay? No more holding on tight for any reason. No more making excuses. You see the boat right there. You know? People wanted to really take you, you know, take you down in some type of way, collective. Right here with travel goals met. You will be traveling. Okay? You will be going to beautiful places, collective. I'm also getting real estate. I'm getting a travel agent as well. Somebody wanted to get in travel agency business with them or real estate business with them. They wanted you to invest in something, okay? But you all are definitely traveling, okay? Being at peace, getting a lucky break. There's going to be something that's going to come through that's going to allow you to be able to do that. And a lot of people have unspoken feelings about you and about this. Okay? It says inarticulate, an understanding that is implied in knowing mute words, mute, wordless, secret feelings. People feel like they're under the water. You know, like you left them down there with the sharks and with the alligators and all that stuff right there. You discovered a new love language for yourself, 2501 on the clock, collective. Okay? And just know this, collective, as we close out this reading. You are a rising star. This is your era. Please do know that. You don't have to fall for any nostalgia traps that people are trying to set for you. People that once knew you, people that set you up, people that did funny, foul things, people that never apologized, people that fake apologize, people that didn't believe in you, collective. You don't have to go for any subtle manipulation from anyone, people doing spell work, you know, people using children, situations, people using your past against you, you know, when you were a child, things you came from, trying to destroy you even then, and you rise from the ashes. You rise. Shuffle, random, throwing others off, keeping things fresh, evasive, mixed, confuse others, and underhanded. People playing games, magicians, card shufflers, making situations go in their favor, you know, playing with you, playing with your mind, playing with your emotions, playing with your money, collective, playing with your finances. Definitely right here with password snooping. Definitely. We're not having that, collective. Not at all. Collective, that is the reading. Please keep moving forward with your heart of gold. You are amazing. You are beautiful. There's effortless attraction. You are attracting positive things without trying. You're a magnet, a pulling force. It says pulling without force. People are drawn to you, collective. You have a beautiful heart of gold. Someone with pure intentions shows their true colors, exceptionally kind and generous. It says your time is here. End of a struggle is near. You're going to rise up and stand in your power. Collective, that is amazing. Rising star, heart of gold. This is your era, okay? You have effortless attraction and you have unexpected blessings and rise on the table. Collective, what more can be said? Whatever they tried to do, it's not working. You're laying a new solid foundation, okay? And there is peace on the table for you, collective. That is the reading, okay? Please like, subscribe, and share. Stay blissed as long as you exist. And I will see you on the next one, collective. Take care.